What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again. And, yeah, look. So, I did say I was going to be doing a video every day. And firstly, I apologise because I haven't. If I'm being honest, there's been a few reasons. So, firstly, we had the charity game on Saturday, which was fantastic, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. I had a really good game as well. So really happy with my own individual performance, but it was really lovely to meet with like Ned and Ped and, you know, some of the other lads, Jamie and Judgy, and honestly the list is endless. There's just loads, and obviously the Talking Toffees team were great. I had a good game. I hit the bar, which was annoying. Keeper's come out, I've lobbed him, but it's just bounced and hit the underside of the bar. It was really unlucky, to be fair. But it is what it is, isn't it? And then the news, it's really difficult to get into this transfer window in terms of, you know, signings and transfers and who might Everton be going after. You know, when you're looking at Kamada and you're looking at Ross Barkley, £5 million and a free, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, and you sit there and you think, why are we light years away from either team? You know, I'm not saying we should be Palace or we should be Villa, but why are we light years away with a club the stature of Everton? And it is a bit demoralising. It is a bit demoralising. We don't know any rumours about the takeover. You know, we really don't know what's going on. 777's, you know, it's gone. The negotiations are finished. However, they're still sitting there in the background, apparently, even though they've got literally no money. It's just disappointing, and we were fortunate. We were with Paddy Boyland in the he was playing in our team. He was fantastic in midfield, by the way. And you know, when you sit there and you think no one knows anything, and that's not a dig at him, by the way. That's a dig at the fact that the club, I don't think the club know what they're doing. And obviously Paddy can't say too much, and obviously some of the other content creators that know more than me can't say too much. But when you sit there and you think, we don't know what's going on, we don't really know where Everton are going, we need to find a buyout. Then on the same day it comes out that Tottenham and MSP are negotiating about a 40% stake. And I sit there and I think, what is going on with Everton? Like, what is going on? And it's just disappointing. I looked at the players that were released today, and I thought some of these players were semi-capable, you know, and I'm saying semi because I hadn't seen enough of them. But from the rumours and the things I'd seen in the under-23s, they look decent players. Mackenzie Hunt and Lewis Warrington have sat literally on the bench all season, and they've been released today. And I'm not saying they're not Premier League quality. I'm not saying anything, you know, I don't know, but it just seems really disappointing. It just seems like the club has got nothing. It's horrible, bearing in mind it's a closed season, and I just would have liked to have seen just a bit more, you know, a direction, but there isn't one. There really isn't a direction. You know, offers have been made to Calvert-Lewin and other players, and again, how do we know we can even cover them offers? Again, I don't get it. So I don't know. I don't know who's paying the wages. I don't know what way the club's going, and I think I've just personally found it a bit frustrating. Really, I find it frustrating that we are in the position we are. I find it frustrating that the club, I don't know what's going on. You know, we can't be expected to know what's going on, and it's just horrible. It's just horrible. I've just come out of football, which is why I look a bit yeah, there really is no news. We were linked with a Japanese international yesterday. It won't happen. I don't know how we pay a transfer fee, so there's no point bigging that up. You know, we could have gone for potential free signings. I'm semi-expecting us to go for El Neni from Arsenal, because he's played in the Premier League. I semi-expect us to go for him. Do I think it's the right move? Probably not. You know, we've been linked with Calvin Phillips on loan. Again, is there a fee involved? Because I don't know who pays it. It's just a bit turgid. And I wish I knew what was going on. We could do with a statement coming out. The fan advisory board come out and did a post on Twitter the other day. And again, there's no real direction from the club. So, yeah, I am struggling. I am struggling with Everton this season, this summer. I knew I would, but it's just tough. And I know we're all feeling the same. You know, we got the Euros round the corner. I don't really get up for them, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying I'm not patriotic at all, but I'm really not. I'd rather Everton be going in the right direction. You know, I'd pick Everton over England any day, and as a result of Everton, it's making me not as bothered about England. Southgate also just doesn't have a clue. I mean, how he started dunk over Branthwaite yesterday, I think is ridiculous. I truly think Branthwaite should be starting. Like, I think he's that good. But Gareth Southgate knows better than me, so who am I to judge? Yeah. I think their hope is, I think Everton are hoping that they can keep Branthwaite, but I think it's a difficult job. I think it's a really difficult job. I think they need to sell someone. I think it's going to be difficult with the Euros. This is where financial fair play thing doesn't really work for me, because I don't see how they can cope when they might not be able to sell a player by the 30th of June. And then there's rumours that Everton won't have to sell a player by the... No one knows again. So, I don't know. I mean, how much have we really spent in the last... How many years? In the last 3 years, what? 2.5 million? 5 million? 10 million? You know, we've got players that are on these really weird deals where we didn't pay anything last year, but we're going to start paying now. Beto, Chimita. It's difficult to be positive. Do you get what I mean? But hey, look, we are where we are. Unless there's any breaking news while I've been playing football, and I haven't checked it before I got in the car, there's nothing going on. This thing about the Crystal Palace co-owner potentially buying Everton, he's got to sell his shares in Palace, and that apparently won't happen this summer. Apparently MSP and Farhad Moshiri will fund the club. Where's Farhad's money? All gone. And I know that he had links to Usmanov, but according to Forbes, this guy is still worth something like 2.9 billion. So where is he? It's a joke. And also on top of that, at Sheffield Wednesday, the chairman said something like, you know, you're going to have to start paying the players because I'm not putting any more money into the club. Why hasn't there been an absolutely revolt towards Moshiri? Why isn't there, like, protests about him and how much we hate him? I just don't understand. I actually feel like Moshiri's got off lightly. It's a shambles. It really is a shambles. But hey, listen. We are where we are. Hey? Let's be positive. At this moment in time, we've still got all of our players. Yes. Up the toughest.